right, so we'll move on to Collingwood and Brisbane. What about the Lions? I mean, obviously getting over the line against the Suns in that semi-final. What do you like from them?
Well, they only know one way. So they were exposed defensively by Geelong, but they know that they just have to go all out and attack. So I think it's their offensive game which is going to trouble Collingwood if Collingwood aren't at their defensive best. So that's Cameron Rayner, you've got Bailey, all the players. I'm not telling you anything no one knows, but they need to play an explosive, dynamic game. Zorko will be taking it on, Jasper Fletcher, Ashcroft, the list goes on and on. So it's the offensive weapon. So I think they're as good as any team in the comp offensively, but then on the flip side of that, Collingwood want a lower scoring game, in my opinion. So Brisbane would love to kick 100 points, but Collingwood want a game like this. So this is Collingwood at their best. It's just manic pressure, coming up to the ball. Lockie Schultz, he's an unheralded player, but it's moments like this which I love. Beau McCreary, what he does for Collingwood. And moments like this where Phil Thorpe lost his nerve. Ben Keys had a shocker. So it's just pressure like this where, Josh, it's just whichever team can get the game on their terms.
You mentioned Will Ashcroft. You coached against him for years in school footy. Has this surprised you at all, how comfortable he is in the final stage?
Well, I think the Dacos boys and the Ashcrofts, they go to lengths and levels to be the best that other players don't. So you can't be that clean and that good at such a young age if you haven't done more work than others. So whether it's just having they're throwing balls against nets and all that sort of thing, they just have done thousands and thousands and thousands of touches, which makes them far superior. They've got talent, but talent only takes you so far. That's what makes the Ashcrofts so special.
And we're going to delve into them a little bit later on as well. Their commitment and their drive is just incredible from both of those siblings. And finally, just to wrap up Lloyd's lens, Harris Andrews. Now, here's one, when I look at that Brisbane lineup, I'm thinking, if you're Collingwood, you need to make sure you're accountable for him.
Spot on, Nat. He's taken 22 marks in 2 finals. And I look at this, whether Sean manners his matchup, I'm not exactly sure. But if you go on long searching leads on Harris Andrews, he wants you to do that. So you got to stay with him and make short, sharp leads. Don't do your work too early, otherwise he will just zone off you. But this is grand final day, and it was Billy Frampton. And that's the positioning I would hold on him. So Jeremy Howe's most likely going to play. So that frees up Billy Frampton potentially to go do it again. So the positioning, look how he's just locking him up. Rather than getting caught up and letting him lay off you, that's the positioning. So I don't know if it's Jeremy Howe. I don't know if it's Myercheck, who's not in great form. Could it be Billy Frampton? But I think something will be up Craig McRae's sleeve to have a negating player on him.
And your tip
and
in
my
this
tip
one?
is Collingwood to win a title.
Oh, okay. A Geelong-Collingwood grand final from Lloydie. Thank you so much. We'll see you in next week's grand final edition. Matthew Lloyd joining us there on the round ahead. Of course, thanks to Coles.